Stupid freaking thing. I recommend Gunship stay near mines for cover. What a novel. Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the first time I've realised that. Why we didn't think of that beforehand? Oh.
Oh my gosh. If only we could just get people to read the chat window. Maybe we'd be okay. Unfortunately.
Parking above the bridge again, if we can.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Oh, there it is.
See what happens.
I forgot to check who we were versusing against.
The SCK duo aren't in this one. Well, they weren't in at launch. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Damn it. I don't recognize these people. I wonder if this is maybe like the other team? Or
The other team, the one we was playing earlier on. Yeah, so there's obviously 2 matches going because there's.
Yep. Yeah.
Doo-doo-doo.
So are you gonna get Bandicam? Are you gonna start uploading to?
Oh, I've got probably a dozen videos already on my external hard drive that I was going to sit down tomorrow and see if I can upload to YouTube, see if I can remember how to do it. Because it's been a year since I even touched YouTube. Before it went all Google payout, or sold to Google.
Oh my gosh.
So
Well,
I've got a whole different learning thing to do.
And the thing is it changes. I mean, it changed again last week. No notice.
Oh, did it?
No notice.
Well, why would they give anyone notice? That's just like being polite.
Oh, well, that we don't have to worry about that happening.
No.
But no, I can help you with it. The gist of it, though, and I'm not being sarcastic, I swear. So just try not to think I'm being a douche.
Oh, anyway,
There's an
if you
upload.
talk like you're talking to someone who's not done anything, then what I do, I'll say, I will take out the bits I need. So don't worry about. I won't
Okay.
take offence at how you talk, to how you explain it.
There's an upload button, and it's got a drop down, and it's upload, analytics, and video monitor or whatever. This would seem very intuitive. In reality, it does not work worth freaking crap. So what you do is, if you're having problems with the drag and drop, because you'll click the upload and you're like, okay, upload, that means upload, obviously. But and then it's like you can drag and drop or whatever, however you want to upload. Well, you try to do that and it may or may not work. And so there's a little button that says select files, and you have to add one at a time. And there's actually another upload application for something completely different. I can't remember the name of it right now. Or it's the same thing. That drag and drop, the upload functionality just doesn't really always work. So you use you click it and then you select a file. And then if you want to do more, oh, missile lock, I wonder where it's coming from. And then if you want to upload more than one, you use another button that now appears called add another file, and so you add one more, and then you just keep going like that, and that's how you upload them. Now, once you've got all your files uploaded, then you got to go ahead and expand them all so you can add your meta tags. And if you're uploading like a little notice to social media, you only have a set amount of time because it only does that pull once. So you always if you want to do that, you do that on the first one first, or you'll run out
Mhm.
of time to do it. And then, bitch. Which one of these? Oh, son of a bitch. Some guy named Whelan's gonna die. Anyway, so then really the next thing you gotta do is you gotta figure out your meta tags. Oh, stop it. Unfortunately, the problem with meta tags is they don't really do any good at all. But stay away! Stay together! That's so... Oh, it's so funny. Okay, here I go. Meta tags don't really do you any good. So, to be perfectly honest, for my Star Wars channel, I've stopped doing meta tags.
Okay.
I find it just a waste of time. Now, people would disagree with me, but the problem is there's so many Star Wars games and stuff uploaded, and so many older TOR videos from people that already had hits that only did one video.
Mhm.
YouTube ranks them higher because they have more likes, subscribes, and views. So I don't even bother with meta tags anymore. But you still want to put it in the description, otherwise if somebody does watch it,
Yeah.
at least they'll know what the hell it is that to really expect. I don't go crazy, but like for my Galactic Starfighter, well, I don't know, all you just do is just read my my description, you'll see all the stuff I put in there. I put all the different ships I play. I don't do their loadouts. I did that on the
Well, the change, yeah. I know you did it to start off with, but then it's just, like you said, do it every now and again, and that's far better than... And once you get it maxed out and get a way of doing it, you like it, it's not going to change really, is it?
Yeah, and so there's no easy way to write it down. And the other problem, all the frickin' min-max math frickin' idiots come in there and just tell you that you're built wrong. So you could be on the top the whole entire time, and they will still come in and tell you
you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, and then you're like, well, no, I'm doing a really good job. And they go, well, you could do better. And it's like, you know what?
Well,
you could be doing better too. I want to go to your work, and I want to see how you do at work. Oh, you could be doing your job better. Oh, you're doing your wife. You could be doing your wife better. Oh, you could be petting your dog better. You could be mowing the lawn better. It's like, who cares? Kind of weird ass freaking perfectionist. It's always PvP too.
Always some, yeah. Well, unfortunately, that's just the crowd of people that do it, isn't it?
Yeah. You could be balancing your checkbook better. Oh, nobody balances their checkbook anymore. You could be... I don't know. This was everything. It's like, shut up.
Well, yeah, anything in life, you probably, unless you're a world champion or a world record holder, anything really, you could do better. Yeah. There's not a lot of things in life that you can say, I could never be any better than that, I'm the best that there is. Well, no, most things you probably could do a little bit better.
Because Lance Armstrong will come around and he'll prove you wrong.
Yeah.
He'll pump a bunch of drugs.
See?
There you go.
You can do better. You needed the right stimulating, but yeah.
Well, and that's when you get into absolutes. And me and my friend, who is well versed in all this crap, I can't tell you, we've had hours of arguments on absolutes. And so, unfortunately, what happens is, if you want to have a real, legitimate discussion, you have to set up your absolutes first. And who wants to do that? They don't. They just want to shoot their mouth off.
There is only two absolutes in the world: death and taxes.
Death and taxes.
That's it.
Yeah. The rest of them, you just manufactured for the sake of argument, and that's it.
Yeah. The rest of them is maybe your personal opinion, but only two things will definitely happen. Eventually, you will die, and you're probably going to have to pay taxes if you want to stay the right side of the law.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, I would say that paying your taxes only becomes more and more and more absolute. I mean, especially, well, it's a thing here in the States, but it's affected you guys too. Like the whole,
Yeah.
you go watch a 90s movie, and every 90s movie they're like, oh yes, put it into my Swiss bank account. Yeah, then all that went away because, you know, the United States was losing so much tax money. You know, I kind of trailed off there because I'm trying to zone a gunship that's sitting at 15,000. But there's only a couple tax havens left on the planet. The other reason why is because, like, when the whole Egypt, this is a couple of Egypt regimes ago, because obviously it changed twice really fast.
Daily.
Yeah, pretty much now it is daily. But before it turned into a daily thing, I can't remember whichever regime it was, they tried to shut down all of his bank accounts. And what they do is, you know, they've got 10, 20, 50, 100 million, and then each one of their family members has got, you know, a couple, 50.
Their own accounts.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like the rest of us, except with just a lot more money. And so they're like, okay, they've got $500 million spread across 10 different tax havens, and we can't possibly shut them all down. So what do? Well, we demand that the banks give us
tell us and give us a wodge of it.
Yeah, which should be illegal, but you know, that's a whole different story. So now tax is as close to an absolute as you can get. And every day it's getting closer. It's not 100%, but it is.
As near as damn it.
It is. It's as close as it can be because that's what they bank on. And then there's the whole other snafu where there were companies not paying taxes in the EU at all. They were paying like $1 for their taxes.
There's a few big internet sales companies that have themselves out of the England, so they don't have to pay any business tax or corporate tax at all.
Yep.
Because all the banks, all the checks and bank card statements get paid to another country.
That's right. And they have tons of off-site offices too, and they're proud of it. They can go put a frickin' office in you know, Istanbul, or they can go put one in frickin' Israel or frickin' Palestine. They can put them in anywhere they want, and then just, you know, WebEx in or whatever, Skype in, and then all the paychecks are coming from, you know, their corporate office in frickin' India.
Yep.
But you know, like the majority of them are in frickin' England, right next to the.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Most of them have a headquarters here or a bloody great big warehouse here, but because their billing address is another country,
Yep.
They avoid paying any business tax.
Yeah, well, they were paying.
But that's not illegal. Well, yeah, it's not illegal, but it's not really sporting, is it?
It's the honor system, or the lack thereof. And they were saying, they did a report, and they said like the top 5 were paying like $1 in taxes. Because it was on the honor system, and they were trying to crack down. But the problem is they tried legitimately to crack down, but they don't even know what to tax people at.
Yeah.
They're like, what do we don't know how much they're bringing in. And so they just started choosing numbers. And they're like, well, how about 250,000? And then they're like, sure. And they're like, dope.
No, that's fine. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, no problem at all. I'll pay that.
And they're like, wait a second. And like, what about 500? Sure. Okay.
Yeah, no problem at all. You just keep the zeros off it, and I'll agree whatever you say.
You're like, well, what about $1 million? Am I getting closer? No. You're not.
Ooh, Elite Fighter. What's that one? Earn 100 fighter medals. Okay. Well, how did we do on that one?
Wow. You guys.
Ooh.
Ah, but I got you guys on kills. Oot, oot. See, if I hadn't been killing people, I would be up with you guys on assists. Oh, look at their deaths. It's terrible.
It is
8,
shocking.
6, 6, 6, 6. If it hadn't been for Mookie,
Yeah, well.
and have 2 more 5s after that. Good grief. Wow. I hope we're not hurting their feelings. I mean, I'm not trying to. We're not camping them or anything. We're just
Nope. Just playing as it should be.
just sitting in the middle.